some advice is given. All that morning Ragweed continued until he reached a split in the pathway. One path went due east, the other headed south. For the first time since he'd left home, he had to make a decision as to which direction to go. Relishing the luxury of making up his mind at leisure, he decided to rest. Then, remembering that he had not eaten that day, he nosed about until he found enough hazelnuts to make himself a lunch. Hazelnuts were Ragweed's favorite food. As Ragweed nibbled away, an elderly vole meandered out from behind a bush. The vole had a short tail, large ears, reddish-brown fur on his back, and grey whiskers on his blunt snout. He was also near-sighted, snuffling so intently about the ground that he walked right into Ragweed. "Oh, my! Oh, my!" the vole exclaimed, flustered and embarrassed. "I do beg 1,000 pardons. I didn't see you, young fellow. Really, what's come over me? Walking into strangers. I fear my eyes are not what they used to be. Do forgive me." "No harm done, sir," Ragweed returned cheerfully. "I'm sprawled where I probably shouldn't be, an idle wanderer from the brook. I suppose you've heard of it." "I'm afraid I haven't," the vole said apologetically. Ragweed, thrilled by the thought that he had already come far enough to be a stranger, said, "That's even better." Then he asked, "Are you from around here?" "Indeed I am," the vole returned. "I've lived in these parts for more years than I'd like to admit. What brings you here, young fellow?" "I'm off to see the world." "Off to see the world, eh?" the vole echoed, yearning and regret mingling in his voice. "Well, it's a mighty big place, this world." "Have you seen it?" Ragweed asked with keen interest. "Just a tad," the vole said, making a humble gesture that managed to imply a very great deal more. "Of course, that was when I was younger. Oh, yes, the world is fascinating." Ragweed considered the vole with new eyes. Clearly, here was a creature of vast experience. "Sir," the mouse inquired, "might you know, then, where these two paths lead?" "I should hope I would," the vole returned with a touch of pride. "In my time, young fellow, I've travelled both. They'll take you to completely opposite places. This one goes east to a forest, Dimwood Forest, to be precise, a most impressive place, dark, strange, beautiful, something you should experience. Just watch out for owls," he added. "I'm sure I'd like it," Ragweed said, paying no heed to the warning. "What about the other?" "The one to the south? It goes to a railway." Ragweed blinked. "What's a railway?" "Forgive me," the vole said. "I didn't mean to presume. A railway is made by humans. You do know about humans?" "Oh, yes," Ragweed replied, though he had not in fact actually seen one. "Well, now, humans make trains. A train sits on a track, that's to say, 2 rails allowing it to go places. The whole apparatus is absolutely gigantic, makes an astonishing noise, goes at staggering speeds, but if I add that they're dangerous, I'm putting it mildly." "You said humans use these trains for going places?" Ragweed said, fascinated. "What kind of places?" "Towns? Cities?" "I'm afraid I don't know what they are either," Ragweed confessed. "Oh, my, we are young, aren't we?" the vole said. Blushing, Ragweed said, "I'm only 4 months old." "You'll get over that soon enough," the vole chuckled at his own little joke. "Well, now, my young fellow, a town or a city is where great numbers of humans live.